Hey guys, this is Super Avid #Hero, and you are watching another episode of Hero Talks, conscious conversations and inspirational tidbits with you, my everyday superhero. So in this episode, we are gonna talk all about how to be happy, okay? So if that's your thing, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know every time a new video goes up. This is a weekly rant series, so don't get fussy if it's not like a regular tutorial because it's a rant. Okay, so let's talk about how to be happy, okay? So I was really excited about this because I've been having a nice string of really happy days lately, and I was like, you know what, I should share how I've been able to kind of hack this, right? Like I don't see it as an accident because I just started doing some new things that I want to share with you guys. But just real quick, let's talk happiness real fast. So happiness is a state, right? It's a state, it's a feeling, it's a way of being, right? And sometimes it can be super elusive, like most feelings are. Like, you know, it's a part of the human experience to like feel things and then not feel them. Like they can be fleeting, right? But also keep in mind that at its core, happiness is like everything else. It's a chemical reactions that's happening within our body. It's a vibrational frequency. It's things that we can change, you know, things that we can consciously create for ourselves. You know, we're not at the mercy of, you know, everything to make us happy. And I'm gonna get into that a little bit more. So with that in mind, know that if you're not feeling happy, it can change. Like you can change that. You can take things, matters into your own hands and actually change that fact, right? So here's 2 hacks that I got for you guys real quick. One of which I learned from Tony Robbins' Awaken the Giant Within. This one was all about how music is one of the fastest state changers. Okay, so if you're like feeling down in the dumps, something that could really help you is if you put on a happy song, you know, or make yourself a playlist full of songs that make you feel good, you know, like high vibe stuff. Like I can't rock out too long to like R&B and stuff like that because it will make me sad, you know. And if you think about it, music in general is just waves, right? Waves and energy. If you can change the energy around you in the air immediately, of course, like it just makes sense from a physics standpoint, right? Okay, so there's that. Another one that I have for you, which that I have been doing lately, is something that I learned called Happiness Islands. I thought I had learned it from Tim Ferriss, but when I tried to Google and find it, apparently he never spoke about that, or maybe he did, but I just can't find it. So all I know is what it is, and I'm gonna share with you guys what it is, and you could call it whatever you like. Hey, whatever. It just works, right? So Happiness Islands, basically, if you think about happiness as an appreciation of life, this is essentially a running list of little things that you appreciate in life, like the small things. The smaller the better, right? Because that is what builds the greater things around you, right? The small stuff. If you appreciate the small stuff, like you can't help but be happy, right? So what I did, and the reason why it's called Happiness Islands, is because it's like these little things in your day that bring you to like an island vacation, like almost like they're like the thing that brings you happiness, like the thing that sparks happiness and joy for you, right? So here's some examples of what that looks like. For me, I made a list, things that make me feel abundant, right? And for me, abundance is like my happiness emotion. Like that's like the highest vibe for me, is to feel abundant. Like I work at such a better pace and like place if I'm abundant. Like for me, that's a really good feeling. So I wrote this list, things that make me feel abundant, like things that make me feel really good, you know? So, and a good way to start this is to just take stock of your day, like think about your day from beginning to end, and what are those moments in your day-to-day life that just, if you do them, it just like puts you at a 10, you know, like it just shifts things. It makes you feel good, right? So for me, that's my coffee in the morning, for example. Like I love coffee. Coffee is great. It's sitting on my balcony, so sometimes you could double up on it. I sit on my balcony and have my coffee, right? I got like drinking a green juice. You guys saw that on Instagram the other day. I started drinking green juices again. Happiness Island one time, you know? I put painting on here, drawing with markers on a large piece of paper. You could get really specific. Like, for some reason, like taking a marker and just drawing on like a really big, huge piece of paper, like makes me feel so good. Like, I don't know why, but it's just like so freeing. I don't know what it is. So you see what I mean? Like, it could be anything for you, you know? Like, everyone has these quirks about them, things that just make them happy, you know? It might be for you vacuuming your cat or something. Like, I'm more of a dog person. I would rather just like pet my puppy. But like, you know, if that's for you, that's for you. Like, hey, what? Can't say nothing about that, right? So for me, I have like burning and smelling Palo Santo or burning sage. You know, I'm a huge sage head. I'm all about sage. You know, watering my plants. What else? Climbing into a made bed. Like, these things are like, you know, it just puts you on a level 10. Like, for me, it's like if my bed is made and I climb into it, it's like, oh, magic, instant magic. You know what I mean? Like, and these could be things that they could be things that you also pay for, or they could be free things. They could be activities. They could be like, you know, things you do with other people. Like, there's no right or wrong to this. It's all about just being aware, becoming aware of the things that like put you at a 10 on happiness, right? And then being able to look at the list, like look at the stock you have and incorporate it in your life more often. Like actually schedule time to do these things, make it more regular, because it does make a difference for you. And the more you stack them, the happier you'll probably be. Right? So just some more ones that I have here. I'm like, oh, look at that. Conversing with my hero community, doing this. Like, this is on my happiness list. This is on my happiness islands list. My group coaching, using the lightning bolt emoji. Like, what are your favorite emojis, right? Like, these things. Spraying Jo Malone perfume. I don't know. Jo Malone make me feel fancy, girl. Designing on Canva. It's like I made a pretty extensive list over here, but I kid you not, it took me not even 7 minutes to do this list, right? So it's like you'll start to like come up with stuff as you go. For me, wearing watches. So the fact that I even wrote something that like all my watches right now have no battery in them. They all like died. So that to me is not abundant, right? Like, that's saying to me, I need to schedule time to go and fix my watches, because when I wear watches, I feel super fancy and I love my freaking watches. I feel abundant and good. Like, hello, get your watches fixed. Hello, yes. All right. So like the hug emoji, I love the hug emoji. It makes me feel so cute and happy. Hipply, that's my hippo right there. Like, wow, that's crazy. That could be why this is even in the video, you know what I mean? So like, these are all the things, like admiring a high view, clean workspaces, iron button downs, that's pretty funny, playing pool, brush lettering, giving gifts to friends, like I love gifting. So yeah, it's just a ton of different things. Breakfast or brunch, I host brunches and stuff because apparently this is what makes me happy. So, and then as you go along, you'll figure out new things and you just add it to the list. And it's good to just have this because you can then create time, you can be aware and make happiness islands for yourself. So this to me has been a game changer lately. I've been using this, I've been doing this, I've been living this, and I've been happy, yo. So I just had to share that with you guys because I think it's really cool. And in the comments, I would love to hear what some of your happiness islands are. Like, what are some things that just make you, like little things in your life that just make you feel good? Like, is it strumming on your ukulele? Is it like whistling a tune? Is it like textures? Are you like a texture person? Are you, into sounds? Is it music? Is it, is it feelings? Is it, textures, I said that already. But like, is it prose? Do you like reading poetry? Does that put you in a happy mood? Like, really take stock of the things that put you on these islands, right? So that's what today's episode is about. Share with me in the comments, what are your happiness islands, little things in your day or just in your life that you appreciate and it makes you feel happy. All right, guys? So that's all I got to say for today. Give this video a thumbs up if you feeling it and you down. And I will catch you guys on the gram. This has been Super with #hero. Hero out.